Sweet Caroline.
Ba,
Ba
ba,
ba ba. I was supposed to do something with like. Never mind.
Is that right?
That really it didn't. It wasn't. It didn't work out how I wanted.
Ba, ba, ba.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, but I couldn't draw fast enough.
I don't know what this is.
That's his chin.
Is that his
He's
chin?
kind of got the shape of a nut for a face.
Okay.
They call him Nut Face. Welcome back to NAF, and
NAF.
today we're gonna be doing it. Me and Brock, we're gonna do it.
Kitty face.
Where's the kitty face? Oh, nice, dude. No, damn, dude. What
Kitty
is this, fucking middle
face.
school? Oh, Java updated. Java updates available. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me just get rid of this old footage here. Okay. If you could fuck any president or historian, who would it be? Now, I'm guessing not. I'm guessing he didn't mean historian. I'm guessing he meant historical figure.
I just want to. You just came busting out the gates with that one. You were like, adjusting your shit. You were like, all right, let me just fix it. Okay, if you could fuck any historical being.
So you go ahead.
So
I'm gonna fuck this cat.
So we're talking anyone important in history.
Anyone important, yeah, or present. I guess it's all the same, right? Historian, yeah. So a historical figure. Let's just go with that. Any historical figure. You get to pick.
I think probably Amelia Earhart.
Amelia Earhart. You know, for some reason, she popped into my head too. I don't know why.
I don't know what her hair looks
I also
like.
don't know why you draw every chick's hair like fucking Sleeping
Like
Beauty.
Susan B. Anthony ass.
Oh fuck. Yeah, so that's Amelia Earhart. She would be wearing goggles. Oh wait, goggles look more like this. Yeah, there she goes. She got goggles on. These are some weird
here it
ass
is.
goggles.
Look, see, this is her plane.
Uh-huh. And there
So that's Amelia.
here's
And
America in the back.
If I wanted to make a super relatable topical comedy joke, I'd say that she could take me places that I'd never been. Is that the tail of her plane?
She could no, that's America in the distance.
Oh, I thought that was the tail of her plane, and she's busting like the sickest. Like her plane is made. Her
She's
plane's
going
made of rubber.
so fast, and she's just whipping around at like fucking
It's a
Mach 6.
Fat 180.
They couldn't even hit Mach 6, but she's going at it though. You know, you
Also,
could say she'd take you to places you'd never come back from.
Oh.
She could take you to
A prison camp in
Auschwitz.
No, what was it? She actually ended up in
Wait, she actually ended up somewhere? I thought
Well,
nobody
okay,
knew.
so you shouldn't get me started on this because so I listened to a 3-podcast series on Amelia Earhart's disappearance. It lasted about 4 hours while I was driving.
You know, there are very few people in this world that would do that, but go on.
Okay, so it's Taiwan. That's what it is. They showed they read out a bunch of theories about what happened to Amelia Earhart. Some of them are fucking crazy. The most realistic one, and I shit you not, is that she was shot down and captured because this was during what was it, like pre-World War II, before the U.S. got involved in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And the theory is that the Japanese, I do believe it is, shot her down, took her to Taiwan. The president knew, but didn't want to start shit because, then we'd be involved in the war because Amelia was like America's sweetheart. Like she was a huge star.
Yeah.
And ultimately, there's a lot of facts backing this up. And anyone who hasn't seen this, definitely watch it. And if you're looking for the podcast I was listening to, Astonishing Legends, it's a 2-part series. Really good. Anyway, let me just promo other shows. Go watch something else.
Yeah. So you're telling me why couldn't have she just gotten shot down and then died there? She didn't necessarily have to get captured. She could have just fucking.
Well, yeah, no, that's very true. But so for that could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
But some dude, by some dude, I'm talking like a really high-ranking officer in the U.S. Army.
This is Major some dude.
Yeah, and he's like reliable. He's old now, obviously, but he is a very reliable source and has always been telling the people this story, is that he found, when he was stationed in Taiwan, he found Amelia Earhart's passport and papers
Damn.
In like a safe. And then what you do in the army is you give it to your higher up, whatever officer is present, and then you give them they give you back like a ticket for like collecting it once you're going home.
Mm-hmm.
And so he did that, and he clearly shouldn't have done that because he gave them back his ticket and they didn't find anything for him. So they took that shit.
Damn.
Government
Those motherfuckers. They fucked my girl. They fucked my girl Amelia Earhart.
Can't believe it.
Can you believe this shit? American history. American history.
Fuck this.
Jesus Christ, they didn't even give a fuck about her, dude.
Anyway, so watch that.
So you're gonna
podcast.
fuck
So
Amelia
good.
Earhart. Long story short, you're gonna.
Dead or alive, I don't really care.
Yeah. Okay. I
turn.
think I'm gonna try and draw this, and then I'll give you a better picture of it. All right. Nope. I fucked that up. Hold on. He's got big old hands for murdering. Can you guess who it is?
I wonder.
Um.
Well, you've already used the strangler from SpongeBob, so I'm guessing
Yeah,
it's
it's
probably
not that. Hold on. This is
His hands
really,
look like-
really fucking bad. This is so fucking awful, dude.
Is that a human? Is this a person?
No, it's not. They wear
Oh.
clothes though.
Okay, and you're saying this is a historical figure.
I'm
That's
pretty
not
sure they're
not a
important.
person.
Okay, this
Not
is
a
not
person in
okay.
those
I don't
clothes.
honestly know where I'm going with this. Can I get a side by side? Let me hold on. Let me get a side by side for you.
Did you just add 195218 Magilla Gorilla to the fucking Dropbox?
It's supposed
You need
to
to
be
change your
McGilligan.
file. You need to change your file location, Leonard. You're giving it away. What the fuck is that?
It's Magilla Gorilla. You don't know who Magilla Gorilla is?
Who's Magilla Gorilla?
Dude, what the
This
fuck?
is not a historical figure.
Yeah, he is, dude. Are you
No.
kidding me? Magilla Gorilla, the cartoon from Boomerang. Well, it was on Boomerang, but it was on before that. It was on some other shit.
Okay.
Magilla Gorilla.
So I would sleep with
You know what? Hold on.
America's
I
sweetheart,
want to change my
fantastic.
answer.
talented pilot, and you'd sleep with Magilla Gorilla.
Well, hold on. You don't know what Magilla Gorilla is capable of. And also, look at those shoes. I'd
Now-
like to change my answer. I'd like to change my answer to to Kennedy's wife. What was her name?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. So she's got these big old hands, and you know what? I'm gonna fuck her because her boy Kennedy back here in the distance is he's putting his penis inside of what's her face, Marilyn.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
I don't know why she's got a frown on her face about it, but that's going
So
on
it
back
looks
there.
like-
I'm
so
gonna
it looks
swoop
like-
in.
I just want to point out. So you either add arms here, which I think is what you're going for, or you add legs here, and then there's a really different act.
Oh,
happening.
whoa, that is really different. Now he's kind of working her like a puppet. You know,
Okay.
the question is before or after he gets shot.
Right, or before she dies, because she died at age 64 in 1994 in Manhattan. So
I'll fuck her the day before she dies.
okay, so you go back in time to Manhattan 63?
Yeah.
1993, and then
Yeah, when I was a
she'll be
wee
63
lad
years old.
on the
Oh,
streets.
yeah, okay. Yeah, or before you were
Then
born.
we'll have a kid together. We'll have a kid together.
Yeah.
Okay. And it'll grow up to be president of the United States of America.
Wow, dude, that'd be such a twist.
Mr. President.
His name is Barack.
Barack Obama. And secretly, I'm also black. You know,
That's a
it's
pretty
kind
good
of a
one, man.
toss-up between her and Magilla Gorilla.
I don't really. He did have large shoes, so you know what? He might
He did. Yeah. Oh, God.
some good asset. Well, I mean, I don't mean to
He,
judge,
dude, you know what? He had a nice bow tie.
He
But
did,
I'm
yeah,
sure she has some nice shoes, too. Look at these big old shoes.
Yeah. Well,
You know
it's
what
not-
that means. This next one, I thought we'd switch it up. I want to work together on this. Can we do that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll
Okay,
see that.
this question is from Josh Rankin, and here is a question. He says, "How do you think Rogue One will end?" Now, I don't know anything about this new Star Wars movie, Rogue One, but
I do. Okay, you want me to run you through it?
yeah, I want you to run me
So
through
here's,
it, and I
here's
want
what's happening. Loose plot in Rogue One. I don't know the main characters, but I do know that the plot is prior to the construction of the Death Star.
Of
It's
course,
like,
which one, the
while
second
they're
Death
making-
Star or the first Death Star?
I couldn't tell you. It might be the first one.
The fucking 1 or 2.
What happened to the first one?
Exactly the same thing that happened to the second one.
Oh, so they weren't very good.
Well, here's the thing about the new Star Wars movie. It's exactly the same as the first one.
Okay, yeah, everybody's made that. Yeah, we know. It's just Disney cashing in on nostalgia. It's fine. It might be. Rogue One might be really good. You know, at least it's a new angle.
Who fucking knows?
At least it's
but
a new
my
angle.
guess is not. I'm gonna spell that out for you. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's go ahead and run me through the plot line.
Well, so with the prior knowledge that this is the story of one of the 2 Death Stars, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it ends with the Death Star being destroyed because that's what happened.
Oh, good God! It might be exactly like the other fucking movies.
But I'm
Disney headquarters. What do we do for the next movie? We already destroyed the Death Star twice, says fucking Hank over here. He's like, we already did it twice. And then fucking Bill from accounting, fucking, hold on. He's over, I've lost control.
Why is Bill from accounting in the creative meetings?
Because obviously they're pretty fucking boring. Everybody's goddamn boring here. He's like, but wait. But
so like they're like, let's bring in Bill from accounting. He's fucking boring.
Bill, no, they think Bill from accounting is a riot. They think he's fucking hilarious, but he's not.
Oh, because they're so boring.
Because they're so boring. Bill from accounting seems like a real gem, and he's like, but wait, what if we do it 3 times, and then Rogue One.
So people think that it's the first one, but really it's like the 6th installment.
But that's
of the
the
same
plot
story.
twist.
Hey, real quick though, I'm gonna take a picture of myself acting out this stance that Bill from accounting is doing. Slice this into video.
Dude, you can't do what Bill's doing. Hold on, my fucking thing's broken. Okay, I fixed it. You're doing Bill.
Okay, yeah, Brock, put that picture up right there. Do a comparison.
Wow, dude, you can only hope to be fucking Bill from accounting. Get out of here.
Yeah, I know. It's good. Is this a sigma? Is this sigma right here? Is this the infinite
that's
summation?
3 backwards.
Infinite summation from 0 to 1, let's say, of n to the j.
Equals.
That doesn't converge. That'll be infinity. It's true.
The plot line. So, same thing happens. Darth Vader comes in. Darth Vader comes in.
Why is everyone slanted, Ledger? Why are they all slanted?
Hold on. Darth Vader comes in, and he's like, I'm about to Darth invade that ass, he says to Bill from accounting.
What is this? Meanwhile, this is what the Death Star looks like. It's like here, and it's just like rotating violently one way.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're just getting flung around.
That's why they're slanted. It's because it's just moving so fast they can't hold on. And meanwhile, Darth Vader's got the rusty butt hook, and he's about to fucking penetrate Bill.
Yeah.
Poor old Bill from accounting. You know, they casted him in the movie because they thought he was so great. You know, like instead of another like Luke Skywalker type hero, Bill, we want you to be in the movie for comedic relief. And,
now,
Bill's like, I'll do it.
This is like that scene where Darth Vader's chasing Luke, only it's Bill from accounting. And also, Princess Leia is here as well, and she's really getting the force of this pull. And she's got a lightsaber actually this time.
Oh
around.
wow! Oh,
and
nice.
She's like,
old.
You'll never.
Wait, what is that? Oh, is that a hand?
You'll never. Win.
Oh, whoa! And that like emotional crits right here. That takes a big toll on Darth Vader's self-esteem. He was sitting here thinking like, but I thought I was gonna win.
It takes the camera pans in, so now we got Darth Vader's face. It's like this, which I don't know what the fuck you drew for this helmet, but I'm following suit. He's just like he's thinking about that one time in high school where the girl he liked said no to the prom.
Yeah, she said he was trying to bang her, and she was like, You'll never win.
It's like reverb. Brock put reverb on the voice.
Yeah.
You'll never win. There you go.
That was really
and then
good.
He's really sad. And then he just
Kills himself.
Lightsabers his head off.
Lightsabers his own head off. He throws it around and it comes back to him, but he doesn't catch it. It just slobs out his fucking
Actually,
head.
no. You know what happens is they're still on this beam, and he throws his lightsaber with murderous intent. But what happens is because the Death Star is spinning so rapidly, it just flings back around.
Yes, it comes all. Yes, it comes full circle. And then Rogue One woman, the main character of Rogue One that never shows up in our movie, comes in and she's like, she's jerking herself off. She's like, I did it. I saved the day. Hooray. Another victorious woman lead for the Star Wars movies.
That's right. And then the credits roll. Credits, and it's like the classic Star Wars shot where it's upscrolling.
That's not it, is it?
Fucker
dicks. Oh, we were both going in a certain direction. Bill played the lead character, Fucker Dicks. It was an astonishing and compelling lead role.
We reached for really high-hanging fruit. It's like the highest fruit. And then also the costume designer.
Costumes was fucking... Who was that? Bill. All right. Bill McCowney. Bill McCowney just made the entire movie.
Sound design. Yeah, go ahead and fill that in. Thank you.
Yeah,
right.
No problem.
Bill just did everything.
Yeah, Bill just did everything. So good job, Bill. You made another successful Disney Star Wars movie.
That's right. You did it.
Wow.
That's good.
All
right, let's move on.
That was a good movie.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. It was really refreshing.
We only had the end. I mean, we have to write the whole movie.
Yeah, no, it starts right there. Liani Grigo. I'm sorry. I do not know how to pronounce
I'm sorry.
this.
Just leave it.
I'm sorry. Gibbs, if you smashed Fiona from Shrek and he catches you, what would you do? So if you're banging out Shrek's wife and then Shrek comes in and he's like...
How did you get into this scenario, though?
What are you doing to my wife, he says.
Yeah, that's pretty typical, I'd say. Is that his nose?
No, that's his mouth. That's his, like, sheer surprise.
Hold on, you gotta make it a little bigger. There you go.
What are you doing? Meanwhile, I'm like fucking, I got my whole head in her. Like, you know, fisting? This is next level, okay? So yeah. I'm like I'm in his swamp, okay? Mm-hmm. This is me. I'm just like, here I go.
Is this Fiona's butt? What is this?
Yes.
Is that Fiona?
Yes.
Really?
She's over here. Is she in princess form or Shrek form? Probably Shrek form. She can't change back, can she?
She can't change back. No, she realizes.
She's content with this. For some reason, I'm just swimming inside of her, and Shrek is like, "What are you doing?"
She's eating hot Cheetos.
She's got these Cheeto fingers.
She's eating some hot Cheetos.
Shrek probably uses his crane gain hands to come over and yank me out. So he's gonna yank me out. 1 second, let me. You gave way too much detail to her face, and it's kind of freaking me out. So Shrek grabs me, and he pulls me up to his big old ogre face. Hold on. Ogre face.
Ogre face. It's really ogre.
Okay, so he's like bloodshot in the eyes. He's so fucking angry, and and he's like, he's about to.
Is that still his mouth? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like pissed the fuck off. So mad that his teeth turned into needles. Okay.
Wow.
And he's like, he's got me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like in his grasp, and I'm like, almighty ogre lord, please spare me. He doesn't get me. So I reach into my pocket, and I grab out a flashbang.
You have a flashbang
for this occasion, and I toss that bitch right there, and it just lets off this fucking big old fucking boom, right? This big old, everybody's confused. Everybody's like, whoa, what's happening?
Whoa.
In this confusion, I sneak out the back door. And then that song from Shaggy starts playing. It Wasn't Me. I got my Glock right here. I'm about to roll out my Bentley. Bentley.
Incredible.
I got my bitches in there. Anyways, have you seen that video?
No.
The little kid. Like, say something to Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. I'll roll the window down on you. It's so fucking funny, dude. You gotta watch it. I don't know what the name of it is, but just good luck.
I will have to see that for sure.
Okay. Go. Your turn.
Is my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what happens.
Oh boy.
Here's this tree.
Okay. Wow, it looks a lot. Yeah, wow. How similar to what I drew. That's very nice. It's more of a stump though. So it's gonna have to be cut off right here. It looks like a guy.
It's the Deku tree. I'm inside the tree. It's Shrek is arriving home. Here he is.
Wow, dude. Why does he have cat face on? And why is he a cat?
Comes inside the house.
Okay.
And it's unbelievable. He's so upset. Here he is.
Oh, damn, dude. Look what you done.
He's so mad.
You made him so upset.
He can't believe it.
Dude, I wouldn't be able to either.
Because in the background, Fiona and I... Oh, wait. Sorry.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, there you go. Wow, she looks so much prettier than she did in mine. What is that?
They're cookies. We're making cookies.
Oh, fuck, dude. He never saw this coming.
They're hot. We're still making cookies. And then he barges in and I say,
look.
Oh,
whoa,
hey. Want some delicious...
Oh, good God. Scrumptious.
Cookies? And then just in an instant, Ledger, Shrek's big fat frown, it turns right upside down.
Oh.
He's like, yes.
Oh, wow, dude. How enthusiastic. But what about the part when you're smashing her?
Okay, so we're all sitting in front of the fireplace. You know, we're telling stories of times long past. It's really beautiful to hear Shrek here. Here's Fiona's chair. Her chair's a little modern. It's got like a postmodern
yeah, very modern, dude. It's probably white or something, right?
Here's her chair.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a fireplace in the background.
Yeah, please. We're just really having a great time. I'm sitting on the ground because, of course, I don't have human limbs to get up in chairs.
Yeah, of course.
Just talking about our past, munching on some cookies. Here they are, you know. Great time.
Yeah, great time. Everybody's having a great time.
And Shrek at the end of the night is just like, wow, you know,
There's McDonald's.
That was a great experience. That was a great experience. I really appreciate you coming by, and I appreciate you making these cookies. And I said, yeah. And then I looked at Fiona and I said, and I appreciate all that violent, ridiculous sex we had with these cookies. And then I just left, and it was a great night, really.
So Shrek was just like, hey, thanks for banging my wife out for me.
Yeah, he didn't mind too much because of the cookies.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. I put cyanide in them.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
rip.
So we all died.
So everybody died, even you. But you're a rock, so it doesn't. Oops, sorry. That's I miss. There we go. You're a rock, so it didn't affect you.
That's right.
Cyanide can't kill rocks.
That's correct.
Only Arthur's acid breath can kill rocks.
Correct. Yes.
Well.
And that's it.
That was a riveting tale. That's a wrap on good old NAF.
More like a good old wrap, as in a good old McDonald's chicken wrap. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, head on out to your local McDonald's. Get yourself a 330-calorie McDonald's chicken wrap, not including drink or snack.
Goodbye.